Where has Add-2 been? It's been a lot of places. I think around the time when Pray for the Poor came out, we were getting ready to renegotiate these different contracts. And at that time, I think I was getting pulled to do something different. I appreciated my time over there at Jamla, but at the same time, I kind of felt compelled to do other things. And one of the things I've always wanted to do was to do something that was similar to how what was done for me when I was 17 years old. I wanted to create a studio for teens to go to, because a lot of times people complain about the condition of what's going on in the streets and what's going on with the youth, but everybody isn't actively trying to fix it. So I was like, yo, how can we complain if we're not providing solutions, and or they're not out here doing the things you want to do, and if you're not having an alternative, then what's the point of complaining? So I wanted to create a studio, because I remember when I was 17, this guy named Mikael, he had like a computer and a microphone on like 63rd and Rockwell. And me and my 4 friends, we were there every day. And that's what kept me out of trouble. And so I wanted to do something similar like that. It was like, yo, if I got the options, if I had the resources, I want to build a space for them to go to, especially on the South Side, because, you know, it's home for me. But then I also know that all the good things that we had to do, we had to travel. And then we had to travel back when it was late. So built a youth studio for the teens and young adults of the community, which a lot of kids come from all different areas of the city just to be there. It's free for them to come in. Since then, I've also joined the Grammy committee, did a TED Talk, was like the first rap consultant for the Goodman Theater, helped to kind of like I guess, facilitate and then manage 3 other plays. And been chilling, man. I've been kicking it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just being active in the community, I always felt like I couldn't rap about it. I couldn't rap about the issues that was going on. I felt that it's kind of bad for us if we as rappers or people of the community who know where the bleeding is and know the areas, know the streets, and the only thing we doing is talking about it, then there's something wrong. It's like you can't tell the politicians to do anything, because you're a lot more in tune than they are. And we know the process and we know the runaround. So if anything, I felt it was on me. It was like, I felt if I just put a song out about what's going on and I'm not actually helping the community, if I'm not on the front lines, then I'm profiting off of it. And I'm just as much a part of the problem if that's the case. So I had to be all in and said, man, and you have to lead not in nowhere that's public. You got to be right down in the dirt. So it's like, man, I'm on the front line every day. Just 6 days out of 7 days, I was up there doing some sort of form of mentoring. And be there even though I wasn't even getting paid as much as I was there. But that's the sacrifice that you need to take, because that's what it's worth. That's what it takes to get the results. Well, music, I believe, is the most powerful tool that we have. Like, so many people start off their day with music. They change their whole moods when a certain song is played. Might need it as motivation before they start their day. So if music is the thing that we listen to every day, and sometimes the music is in, you know, the kids' ears more than their parents are. They listen to the music more than they listen to their own parents in some cases. So if that's the thing that they're passionate about, it's like, why not connect with them on that level? You know, like, one of the best questions that you can use to connect to somebody is, man, what's some of the music that you listen to? Everybody got something. You know, they might turn around and just name off stuff, and if you never heard it now, it's a way to be like, hey, well, let me learn about it. And then on the other ways, it's like, if not, then let me share some music with you and let me put you on to something as well. And if y'all share mutual music, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I like that person too. Now you kind of got a place of conversation where it's not just based on some real deep, heavy, like, oh man, what's your deepest, darkest secrets? Like, nah, instead, let me figure out who you listen to, how you vibe, and we could become friends from there, you know? So I feel like it's a great place, especially because if you look at a party, if you go to a party, like, everybody is all dancing to the same type of songs. They don't know each other. Nobody knows each other, but yet sometimes you could walk out with a bunch of different friends because of the way the music set the tone for. Definitely, if someone would like to help out with the music mentoring program, they can reach out. Like, I'm one of those type of people where if you hit me up, I'm gonna respond. Like, it's not nobody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, somebody might screen it, but I'm definitely gonna respond back. And usually, especially if it's something that you're driven about helping, then I'm also passionate about that. Because A lot of people be like, man, donate money. Sometimes it ain't money, man. Like sometimes the best thing you could do is give time and your presence, because maybe I'm not going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, solve the problem or reach them the way, you know what I'm saying, you can. So give time or build something within the space that you got. And let's connect there too, you know what I'm saying? Like I think somebody be like, man, I'm building something. That gets me hyped up too, because it's like, all right, well now we got multiple places that we could do this. You know, hey, I'm starting a different type of program. I'm doing a STEM program, or yo, I'm doing a dodgeball program. I don't care. Like let's do it all, because every little piece is gonna help us get to the solution, and it's not gonna look like how it did 50 years ago. Maybe it may not be marching. Maybe it not be sitting down at a council. Maybe it may not be through the government. Like it may look like a whole different thing that we never anticipated. So I'm all for solutions, and instead of making up problems for every solution.